Hey everyone, this is Christian from Global Reach, and today we're talking about how to use calculated metrics in Google Analytics 4. So what we've covered in the past is we've covered custom dimensions and custom metrics, but it is also calculated metrics. So custom dimensions and custom metrics are when you import a new metric or a new dimension from something like Google Tag Manager for something that isn't readily available in Google Analytics. So if there is a specific goal you have, like a button click or something like that, that is something you import, and that's a custom dimension or a custom metric. But calculated metrics are when you basically use what you already have in Google Analytics to make your own metric and kind of calculate your own measurement of success. So metrics are basically values or numeric values. So it's a pretty simple calculation, and it really depends on what your goals are. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump into Google Analytics and show you an example of how to use the calculated metrics feature. Okay, so welcome to our Google Analytics 4 property. And like many cool things here on the platform, you need to go down to the admin section, which is the gear icon on the bottom left. And then once you're in the admin section, what you want to do is under data display, you want to go to custom dimensions. So once you have the page loaded, it is a little bit hidden, but you'll see custom dimensions, you'll see custom metrics, and then you'll see calculated metrics. So once you're on calculated metrics, if you don't have any calculated metrics, Google does not create any default ones for you, so you'll have a blank slate here. What you want to do is you want to go up here to create calculated metric. And let's say I want to calculate a metric or create a metric called inactive users, where I take the number of total users and I subtract the number of active users. Because total users and active users are already pre-built attributes in Google Analytics. So let's say I want to create my own metric and call it inactive users. So let's try giving it a name here. Let's call it inactive users. And then you'll see here that the API name is required, but it fills in dynamically based on what your name is. So I just stick to that and keep it as it is unless you want to tinker with it. For the description, I'm just going to call it something pretty simple. I'm just going to say that it is the total number, it is the number of inactive users on the website. And what I'm going to do here with the formula is probably the most important part. This is where you actually get your number from. So I'm going to go to formula, and I'm going to type in the first metric we need, which is total users. So I'm going to type in total users. And make sure that you're selecting from the drop-down here, because once you select from the drop-down, it creates this bracket system here, and this basically reinforces that you're using the correct metric. So now I'm going to take total users and I'm going to subtract active users. So I'm going to put in the minus button here, and active users is the first one that appears, so I'm going to click on that. And for the unit measurement, I don't really need to tinker with this. I'm going to keep it as standard because I'm working with the same unit of measurement here, so I'm going to keep it there. But there are a couple of options for you to choose from if you need it. So I have standard, so I'm going to click save. And what we have here is we now have our custom or calculated metric called inactive users. So now after a couple days of data collection, what we'll see here is we'll see a new metric in Google Analytics called the inactive users metric, and I'll be able to use this in custom reports and just add more detail and find out more information about my user base. So that is pretty much all you have to do. The process is pretty simple. All you have to do is have an idea in mind or have an idea for a metric in mind, and it really is just a matter of creating the formula and defining your metric. So that is all you have to do to use calculated metrics. I hope this was a helpful tutorial, and feel free to watch any other videos on our page.